Hello and welcome to our virtual applicant visit day for the Religious Studies and Ethics, Philosophy and Religion degree programs at Lancaster University. My name is Chakravarthi Ram-Prasad and I'm one of the professors at Lancaster. Now, you're coming to Lancaster really to study religious studies because the program here was a pioneer in this field. So religious studies is normally contrasted to theology, in which one studies a religious tradition, normally Christianity, from an existential view, from within it. Now, Lancaster University, at the time of its founding 55 years ago, pioneered the study of religion, both from within and outside the religious traditions, with both commitments as well as with objective scholarly approaches. The coverage of the world traditions was also a very noticeable feature of the religious studies program that continues to this day. So most of the major world religions are covered, and a variety of approaches, whether theological, philosophical, anthropological, sociological, are undertaken. I want to now tell you a little bit about the details of the program as we have them at Lancaster. For, say, the single honours in religious studies, you have the part 1 or the year 1, in which you do 3 modules. One is the major or the core module, which is religions in the modern world, and you have the flexibility to take any 2 other minor modules. These might be in politics, philosophy or religion within the department. For example, you can do international relations, or you can do the ethics, philosophy and religion module. We are also allowed to have a few minor modules from other areas, as in the Department of Languages, Culture, as well as from the Department of Economics, which at Lancaster is in the Lancaster Management School. The single honours religious studies program is slightly different from the ethics, philosophy and religion year 1, where the major module is the ethics, philosophy and religion module, together with the 2 minor modules you could take from within the Department of Politics, Philosophy and Religion, as well as from the Department of Languages and Cultures. What Lancaster calls the part 2 includes the second and the third years, and the structure is the same. You have 2 teaching terms in which you have 4 modules per week for the 10 weeks of each term. So characteristically, you would have 3, possibly 4 options within religious studies in that term. But there is a wide range of modules which are taken by students doing both religious studies and EPR, but also taking philosophy or politics degrees. Many of these modules have crossover appeal and a range. So you're able to both focus on the core religious studies interests that you have, as well as other overlapping modules that are available to you. Let me say a little bit more about the core modules that we have, as well as the range of offerings that you are likely to have in the course of your 3 years. So for the core year 1 module, you have something called Religion in the Modern World for those taking the religious studies degree, and ethics, philosophy and religion for those taking the EPR degree. And do remember that normally you would be in a position to be able to take the other module because there are interesting complementarities between these 2 core modules in year 1. Optional modules in year 2 tend to introduce students and take them into areas of greater focus. We tend to have these modules: Buddhism and Modernity in Asian Societies, Christianity in the Modern World, Ethics, Theory and Practice, Indian philosophical and religious thought, Islam, tradition, community and contemporary challenges, gender and religion, and Western philosophy and religious thought. The Year 3 modules tend to have a greater degree of specialization, a higher degree of focus. They are, at present, Media, Religion and Politics, Indian Politics, Society and Religion, Modern Christian Thought and Modern Religious and Atheistic Thought, New Religions and Alternative Spiritualities, Religion and Violence, Religion and Politics, Religion in the Modern World, Constructing Ethics in Islam, Sharia, Society and Contemporary Challenges. So the Year 2 and Year 3 optional modules are contained in this list, although there might sometimes be variation depending on who's available and who's on sabbatical. But we seek to provide a sufficiently wide range of options in the second and third years. At Lancaster University, if you do a religious studies degree or an EPR degree, and indeed if you are in the Department of Politics, Philosophy and Religion, you'll be taught by some of the most well-known experts working in the study of religion. There are people here who have both national and international reputations, and as you can see from the example of some recent publications over the last decade or so, you have various religious traditions, various regions of the world, and various methodological approaches. And what we do with our research informs how we teach you, and you therefore have an introduction to and a greater degree of familiarization with a huge range of traditions, cultures, thoughts, ideas, and practices. We hope in the course of our degrees to not only develop the kinds of technical and transferable skills such as reasoning critically, writing well, presenting a case, but also to make you more at home and more curious and more aware of the complex multicultural societies in which we live, not only in Britain, but in a globalized world. A degree at Lancaster in religious studies or in ethics, philosophy and religion does give you an unparalleled experience in a range of areas because we have a solid background of achievement. The department is joint 8th for graduate prospects. It has its first overall in research intensity. Religious studies at Lancaster University has the best student-staff ratio as well as 6th overall in the degree it offers. So you are well equipped with this degree to think about your future. Not only do students go on to further study, and they also have the qualification and the training to pursue a wide range of career paths. Indeed, in its 55 years of existence, the Religious Studies program at Lancaster has equipped people in many, many different walks of life. Consequently, it's not a surprise that our department is 3rd in UK for graduate careers. We look forward to welcoming you when the year starts. Meanwhile, keep safe.